So we'll get into the video.
What kind of young kids?
Yeah, they were young kids. We'll see. We'll see on the video. And we'll
Is it a specific kind of young kids? Doesn't make no sense. What's up, fam? It's your boy Matty Swank.
And the Ant-Man. Greetings.
Mossy Moss back at you. And we've seen some stuff. Some stuff happened last night. You may have heard. You may have heard about it. You may not have. And
yeah, we're gonna be talking about the rumble or the melee at the Pentagon Mall in Arlington, Virginia.
I'm calling it the Battle of Arlington.
Battle of Arlington. Okay.
I think that was an actual war.
Yeah.
My historians correct me on that.
So we're gonna see the video, and you're gonna see obviously that it's a lot of young kids. So we'll get into the video.
What kind of young kids?
Yeah, they were young kids. We'll see on the video. And we'll
Is it a specific kind of young kids?
So let's roll the video. We'll take a look at it and see what's happening here. And
No sense. I thought there had been a shooting.
they ran like there was a shooting.
These mall cops, they do not get paid enough.
And as you can see in the video, it's a lot of kids. There's a lot of kids out here. It's a Saturday night, and I'm not sure what the weather was like out there in Virginia last night, but a lot of kids out there. It's a weekend. They get out there and get the shopping. They're hanging out with their friends, hanging out with their buddies.
Why are we doing this? Who decided to call us blacks? Where did that come from? I don't like that. Did we come up with that ourselves? When did we go from Negroes to blacks?
That's a good question. It was in the 60s or 70s. I think it actually came out maybe in the 60s and 70s, because you remember James Brown when he came out with "Say It Loud, I'm Black and I'm Proud."
Well, these blacks do not make me proud of their behavior. I'll say that.
So you got to remember that kids from all backgrounds, people of all backgrounds, you know, they have their thing. They get into their type of fights. Here we just happen to see that this is a group of black kids. I mean, obviously this is like the
There's
first
some
time we've
sprinkled
heard
in.
of this.
There's probably some other sprinkled in.
Yeah, so this isn't obviously this is the first time we've heard of this. But again, they're being kids, they're wanting to get out, release some energy, do some shopping, have some fun, hang out with their friends. And it was unfortunate because as you saw, that there was a lot of kids involved, and so it's like they were kids just finding people to swing on.
That's crazy. You know what? I'm more other than this being a melee, is that there's so many people in the mall. I can't tell you the last time I've seen this many people in the mall.
Yeah, so in different parts or different cities have malls that are more popular than in other cities where people are actually out there shopping.
It sounds like a guy had asked maybe a group of kids that were involved or something what was going on.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all know what's going on down here?
Yeah.
What's going on? Y'all was acting bad.
Sounded like she said they was fighting and stealing shoes.
That's what it sounded like.
Hey, y'all know what's going on down here? What's going on? Y'all was acting bad.
Boys and girls.
So you see all the cop cars out there, and you saw the earlier video where all the cops was inside. So the kids, one thing as a parent, and even the kids can be thankful that no one got seriously hurt, no one got seriously injured, and number one, no one got shot or killed.
That we know of.
From the melee, no one got shot or killed by the cops.
That's important.
Yeah, and that, for the most part, most of them kids got to go home that night.
I think some of them probably went somewhere in a police vehicle because the police came through deep. The mall cops were also there. Looked like they were trying to apprehend some people, like trying to catch a fade. I don't know. This looks crazy.
Yeah, we seen a couple of the kids, man, walked up that escalator with a nice little police escort.
Yeah, I want to know what this was over. It sounded like she said stealing shoes or something. I heard shoes.
Yeah,
I heard shoes.
I'm sure this will come out in the next few days, and we'll find out how it started, because obviously there was kids who were there in the mix who know what went down. So we'll hear about it in the next couple of days, and as we do get updates, we'll try to bring y'all some updates on this. Again, this is in Arlington, Virginia.
Pentagon City.
Yep, Pentagon Mall. So right there near Washington, D.C.
This is crazy. So I had asked earlier if this is a specific type of. I was joking, but also kind of truthfully. I had a debate with a really good friend of mine previously, and he was saying that it's only black people that are doing this, and I disagreed, right? I said that other people do it, and I scoured the internet to find other cases of other races getting into confrontations like this, and sure, yes, it happens, but the frequency is unmatched, and I think we as a people, our brothers and sisters, nieces, aunties, cousins, mom and them, we need to have better practices, right? I'm going to say it needs to be cooler to walk away, because getting caught up like this, I always imagine situations escalating. This is not cool. And, guns, knives, brass knuckles, you name it, are easy to come by. And people don't want to fight. Like, this may be where it starts, but where is it going to end? I don't want to find out. So I'm going to walk away. No, thank you. No, thank you.
Yeah. So again, we know that it does happen. And so for some of y'all, we'd like to hear your comments. If you've heard about situations, with people from other backgrounds where this happens. So once in a while, you'll hear something about maybe something over like in Thailand, Singapore, or something, where, you got a big melee going on, but here we're in the States, and so we're getting local news.
Yeah,
so,
we get local news here.
Yeah.
I'm sure stuff like this happens in like outside of football games, not American football, Spanish, other world, other nations,
absolutely.
Other nations of football. That's soccer for you Americans. But I imagine this happens outside of football games, soccer games. But
yeah, this was at a mall, so this is gonna get a little bit more pub. Because it's outside of a mall. It's like the last place you'd expect for, a big mayhem going down.
Last place who would expect that? You been to the Arden Mall ever? Florin Mall?
No, yeah, we've heard about it. Oh yeah, absolutely.
State Fair.
But nobody goes out thinking, okay, I gotta see, could something go down at the mall?
That's all I'm thinking about. That's all I'm thinking about.
Yeah, no parents.
I shop on Amazon.
Yeah, as a parent, you're not thinking to yourself, if your kids say, hey, I'm going to go to the mall and hang out, you're not thinking to yourself, something's going to go down, somebody's going to get shot, there's going to be a big brawl going down. You don't think about that.
I do. No, thank you. I'm shopping on Amazon. What kind of parental guidance would you give to these kids that are involved, or maybe their friends were also involved or in close proximity? Dad?
Walk away. tell your kids to walk away, and if they're with their friends, tell them to pull their friends aside. Hey, you see something going down, pull them. Say, hey, let's go, let's go, let's go. And if they insist on staying, you say, okay, you stay, I'm going. I got to go. I got to get out of here. You know, you're too valuable, to take a risk, to take a chance like that over some silly stuff.
What if someone just stepped on your fresh white Uptowns?
Yeah, let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
Brand new Nikes.
Again, I could tell you, I could tell a story years ago. And back in the day, you get your shoes stepped on, you step on somebody's shoes, they won't fight you over stepping over shoes. And I remember one time I was at this party and this dude said I stepped on his shoes, so he wanted to get up and take a swing, and I just missed. And unfortunately, because I was in his territory, I said, let's go outside. Let's go outside.
Oh, no.
Can't do that.
Oh, no.
Can't do that kind of stuff today. But yeah, I mean, stepping on shoes.
What happened?
Stepping on shoes has always been a no-no.
What happened?
Nothing happened because I went outside. They pulled him away. I went outside, stepped across the street because I was in his territory, so all his boys was there. So I went across the street and I was like, "Yo, come on over here."
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, so stepping on shoes was always a no-no. Okay, but you know what? Walk away. Tell them to walk away. Hey, you can clean them white shoes.
Yeah.
You can clean them white shoes.
You can clean them. I stepped on your shoes, but you can clean them. Yeah, you know what? I think it needs to be cool to walk away. It needs to be cooler to walk away. And I would say in school, there needs to be some mindfulness practices that needs to be more commonplace. Maybe some stress management, maybe some conflict resolution. You're a teacher.
Yep.
You guys doing this stuff?
Schools, so in schools, so I mainly see the conflict resolution during summer school. So during summer school, we'll have people from different agencies or different groups that will come in and teach different things. And one of the things they do is the conflict resolution, emotion, dealing with emotion, stuff like that. So, but during a regular school year, you don't generally see that as part of their daily curriculum. You'll see it with certain individuals who maybe have anger issues, so they'll go to conflict resolution on a daily. And if a kid is having a bad day and he's angry and he's wanting to fight, they send him to a counselor, and they're going to deal with it with conflict resolution. So
I like that.
So forth. So
they think the kids in summer school need conflict resolution more than other kids.
Well, we're feeling.
Is that the thought?
Well, we're filling time.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Remember,
I get that.
summer school, we're filling time, and you got more attention there. Summer school is about the kids who want to be there. They want to be there. So everybody doesn't get to come to summer school. The kids want to be there. During the regular school year, it's a different story. So you got to be able to hold their attention during the school day, get as much teaching and learning into them as possible.
You know what I would do if I was a teacher? You have pop quizzes, Spanish, English pop quizzes. I'd have a conflict resolution pop quiz, and it would be your classmates that are making sure, you pass or don't. If you fight somebody, then you fail the pop quiz. But if you're able to regulate your emotions and, walk away or de-escalate the situation, that is a passing grade. You get an A. So, we got to get some students, take this upon.
Yeah, I know. I can hear people out there saying, yeah, as soon as a kid gets in a fight, guess who they're coming after? The teacher. Why are you doing this type of...
Hey, you know what? I did this now so they wouldn't do it later. Thank me now and thank me later. What else? Is there anything else you want to say about this?
That's pretty much. I mean, we covered a lot here.
I got some questions.
Again, we see the kids. As you see the video, you see kids just, again, and they're just looking for someone to swing on. And it just looked like, when I first seen it last night, I was like, wow, this looks like the Wild Wild West. It's like, y'all see in the Westerns, bar fights where one dude hits somebody,
anybody
he backs
can
up
get
into
it.
somebody, that's it. Everybody, it's a free-for-all,
Anybody
right?
can
That's
get
what
it.
it looked like. Yeah, that's what it looked like, one of them Wild Westerns, right? Everybody's just swinging. Find somebody to swing on.
Yeah, not cool.
Yeah.
Not cool at all. But You know what? I do want to know if what you think the ratio is, right? Like, we have seen our fair share of black people in fights in public, and it happens other places to other races. But what do you think the ratio is amongst the races?
Yeah, that would be a good question. So those of you
Racism.
yeah, so you guys out there, we like to get your comments on it. Drop some comments if you've heard about this before, if you got your thoughts on it, you know. And
Are the parents to blame? Can you blame the parents?
yeah, you can't. And this, no.
Correlation isn't causation.
Yeah, you can't.
There might be some type of correlation. They might not, you know.
Now, in some cases, it could be related with the parents. Well, we just saw, as a matter of fact, we just seen one the other day where a mother hopped on a school bus with her 2 young kids. One was 13, one was 17. Went on a school bus to beat up her son's 14-year-old bully. So her 13-year-old son was being bullied by a 14-year-old. The mother went on, had the 2 kids, giving the kid a beat down, and then guess what? Mom decided, yo, you know what? I might be in my 30s, but I'm gonna give you something too. And Mom got in on it. So some of it could be parents, but not all of it. For the most part, I'm gonna probably say for the most part, it's not. A lot of the parents are doing a good job, and you know, let the kids go out on a Saturday night, do some shopping, you know, show some responsibility, have some fun, you know, come on back home. We expect you to come back home safe. So no, you can't blame the parents.
I don't know. I'm blaming parents.
No, you can't blame
I'm blaming parents. I'm blaming everybody involved. It's all of you fault. It's all of your fault. I do think that you know, everybody deserves to be safe and secure in their persons when they're going out. And I do believe that here's some beliefs. I believe that everything happens for a reason. I do believe that it has been happening or appear to be happening for a specific set of reasons. Doesn't mean that we're not accountable now. I think we need to do better, and we need to encourage each other to do better and hold each other accountable. But I think there's a reason for this. What do you think the reasons are? And
yeah. I'd like to hear from you guys out there. You know, again, drop your comments. You know, share your thoughts. Yeah, that's what we're here for. We want to engage and then share your thoughts, and you know, let's see what you guys think about it. You know, so we come at you, you know, and we give you our thoughts, but we're also interested in hearing some of your thoughts. So, you know, with the comments, that's your opportunity to share your thoughts on different subjects that we deal with. So in this case, we're talking about the young kids, and again, it's fortunate that the kids get to go home safe. No one was seriously hurt.
I think, home. I think some of them are going to jail or juvenile detention. But yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Most people, I think that's a safe statement. Most people are going home. Some might have a new home. But yeah, we definitely want to hear your comments, share your thoughts. Is this racist? Is this expected? How can we do better as a people, right? How can we mitigate these situations? So yeah, it has been Mossy Moss, your boy Matty Swank, and Ant-Man, back with another one. If you got questions, comments, concerns, likes, dislikes, leave them in the comments. Subscribe too. Most of you watch these videos and you haven't subscribed yet. And we got some monetization goals. We got some goals. Our first immediate goal is 500 subscribers. We're at 260 something, which thank you for everybody that's tuned into the channel. We love and appreciate you. And yeah, we want to see more of you. Yep.
Hit them likes.
Yep. Like, subscribe.
And share.
Hit the bell notification too. Do all that because my dad said so. All right.
All right, y'all. Till next time.
All right. We out. Peace.